Yo, what's up guys? Kyrie to another YouTube video, and today I got you the Kha'Zix build guide. Let me know how you guys feel about these videos. I know I'm not posting much gameplay right now, but I'm focused on getting rank 1, and I'm very close. I think I'm like 200 LP off right now. Yeah, this is the deck I play on North American ladder with some very insane stats. You guys can check it out on any account sites. But yeah, I've been making build guides. I did the same one, same type of video yesterday for Kindred. So let me know if you guys want it for other champions, because maybe people are kind of confused on what runes to go or like what builds to go. Because you know a lot of champions in League, or a decent amount, have very adaptable builds, a lot of like different builds versus specific comps. Especially Kha'Zix. So I'll give you guys like the best setups, and also like other like I guess more fun or like situational setups. So let's get into it. We're gonna go. Let's do the rune pages. So I'm gonna start with the kind of the easier runes to play slash situational into like the best runes to play. I'll do in that order. And also I'm gonna give you guys the item sets later on. Actually, I'll talk about that when I get to items. Either way, for runes, there's how many runes? There's one, two, three, four. There's five. There's four different rune pages you can go on Kha'Zix. The first one is Conquer. You take Conquer because they are very tanky and they aren't really one-shottable. So usually they have to have like not usually I'd like to say like three is a good number to play off of, whether or not you want to build like specific items or take specific runes. In this case, I would say if they have like literally four champs, maybe even five champs, where you literally cannot actually one-shot them and they're very tanky because they stack HP or just like their kits, that's when you take Conquer. And with Conquer, you want to take Triumph always, and you want to take Legend Haste, and then you want to take Coup or Cut Down. I prefer Coup more because just my preference. Because a lot of time, especially with Conquer, I like to play a lot more aggressive in the early game. So I take Coup, but you can go Cut Down too. Either or, whichever one you like more, you can take. Yeah, my preference is just Coup. In terms of Alacrity versus Legend Haste will usually give you more value because you are a ability reliant champion. But you could go Alacrity if you want, if you just prefer more. If you think you don't need the haste, they stack roughly the same, at like the same amount of speed. They both stack by the same time in the game, roughly. So you can take either or. It's honestly preference. And then secondary, there's a lot of options you can go for. So the first options you can do is like you can take sudden impact with like ulti hunter, or treasure hunter. So if you want more money or you want more ulti haste, either or is fine. Usually not this, just because this is better for more assassin builds. The reason why you can take ulti hunter in this setup because you can go RW with the setup. So this is when you want to take ulti hunter if you want to have more ulti timers. The second setup you can take is you can go transcendence with Gathering Storm if you want more AD, more like CDR, more haste. More haste the better on this champion, especially when you're playing Conquer, where you're probably gonna be getting a lot of like ability rotations. You can also go absolute focus Gathering, but most likely you're like playing against tanks, right? So you probably should take Transcendence. Another setup you can go is well, this one there's a lot of different options you can go. You can go like Free Boots Cosmic. You can go Cashback Triple Tonic. Actually, let's just go one by one. Free Boots Cosmic, very standard, very simple. Gives you value, free boots, and then, this is really good for your smites, for invading, and depending on what items you buy, could, reduce your item cooldown, GA, and use, etc. Well, you wouldn't go use. Let's say you go Eclipse, you can go Cashback if you prefer that over free boots, but I mean, this one's like preference. Honestly, do whatever you want. It's like, is roughly the same value, but I like taking free boots more because cashback usually has high value, 3-4 plus items. So usually it's better with like first strike, but with other builds, I rather take free boots because first strike you print a lot of money. You can go triple tonic with free boots, which is also good because having extra points. Level 9 is very nice for skirmishes, and also the level 6 spike on with the pot, the adaptive force pot is really strong. Did I miss anything else? What is this? Yeah, that's it actually. That's it. Okay. Let's oh yeah, and for the shards, you always want to go double adaptive, and then these are all flexible. I take fly HP because I'm just not a believer having an extra 120 HP level 18. I'd rather have a better clear, better early, like just like early game insurance. I think to me this is like kind of like whatever. I don't think it's like a deal breaker, a game breaker. This I only take if they have 3, 4 plus like kind of CC, like hard CC kind of like champions. Really good into champs like Lee's, Leona. You know, like when sometimes you will see these champs together on the same team or similar like kind of champions, and like this has a lot of value as a rune. Yeah, yeah. Let's do next rune page. So in Domination, there's two sets of primaries you can take. There's Electrocute and there's Dark Harvest. To me, for solo queue standards, Dark Harvest is always better to take over Electrocute, just because the how chaotic the solo queue environment is in general. Electrocute is nice though, especially with paired with Umbral, because if you auto queue with the Umbral passive, it procs your electrocutes. So usually you need 3 abilities, right? 3 separate attacks or abilities. But because um Umbral, the passive counts as one, like yeah, it's just auto queue. You know, when normally you would like have to auto queue W or like yeah, and so on and so forth. Or like EQW, you know, EQ auto, you know, so on and so forth. So I like Tingle Harvest more just because of solo queue. Also, Hillbit is actually a viable rune. I mean, it's a bit more for fun. Usually you want to go Profane because your Profane will come out sooner because it's based off attack speed, how much attack speed you have. But this one's like, it's more for fun. It's not actually like real if you want to climb in solo queue. So yeah, Dark Harvest is truly the best rune in Domination. And the thing you need to understand about this rune tree in general, no matter what champion you play, this is the most chaotic, most greedy, most like you are playing for like the full like lottery. Like you are gonna 1v9 the game, or you're probably gonna be like someone useless. But you can always come back because like this rune scales very well with more stacks. This is the Domination tree. Like if you look at the whole tree itself, I mean, like think about it, it's red. You know, it's a bloody rune page. Like not a lie. Like it, like you always the champs who run this are usually like champs that are very volatile in the game. With Dark Harvest, you always want to go Sudden Impact, and then for well, you never take Deport, but you can go Grizzly Mentos or Sixth Sense. I take Sixth Sense because I'm committed to the nature of the tree, which is very aggressive, invade heavy to me. So I like taking Sixth Sense just in case if I do an early invade or if I want to know where there's a early ward, so I know whether or not I'm wasting time on a gank. And then lastly, these three, well, as is, I mean, more money, more moon speed to run around, or more ulti haste. So this is just preference. My preference is always taking ulti hunter. Just having your ultimate on lower cooldown allows you to be able to take more different, like more fights in general. Now for secondary, there's 3 different options you can go. So the first one is you can go Legend Haste with Coup or Cut Down, or you can go Triumph with Legend Haste. So you either get more damage with the Legend Haste, or you get this Triumph, which is really good to be able to stay in fights longer, depending on like what you like. But usually you will take, usually this, you will commit with the tree, and this is just more damage and more ability rotations. Another one is you go Absolute Gathering if you want a lot of AD, or you can go Transcendence Gathering. I mean, this one's like a bit weaker than this in this case because usually you're gonna play Lethality with the setup. Another one, just like the other tree with the Conqueror, you can go Free Boots Cosmic, you can go Free Boots Triple Tonic, you know, Cashback Triple Tonic, and yeah, that's what you should take. And same thing for this. The thing I like already talked over like the secondaries because it's pretty much going to be the same reasoning in general with whichever rune page you take. Now, so there's the 2 best runes to take on Kha'Zix are Stormwarrior Surge and First Strike. Um, in my opinion, both are very strong. I think Stormwarrior Surge has a higher cap on Kha'Zix. Just if you play the champion well, and First Strike is also very strong if you know how to econ max. So let's do First Strike because I think Stormwarrior Surge is the most broken rune on Kha'Zix if you play the champion very well. I take it every game. Um, so let's do First Strike. I didn't know you could do that actually. I just found that out. Well, today you learned. Well, I learned actually. Um, Yeah, I'm a bit sick also. I mean, that's why I've been really talking to anyone. If you guys wondering what I've been doing, I'm in, like actually like out of it. But either way, back to the video. First Strike. This rune, the whole point of this rune is you want to be pretty much, you want to have an item up on the opponent. Like, of course, you're not going to be instant item up, but you're going to be like a Dirk up. Well, like, you're going to be like half an item up in general over the enemy team, and then eventually it's gonna be one item, and then it's gonna push more and more. and you're gonna use that advantage that you have, that item advantage you have, to snowball the game harder and harder and harder to where you're pretty much max build and you're just up full like item or two and like etc. on the enemy team. So with that, I take cashback because I want to maximize my econ. So I like taking cashback first strike, not magical footwear. You could take footwear if you want, but I always take cashback because I want to econ max. I am playing for 3-4 plus items because I am playing Lethality with this build. You never play Bruiser. And with that, you take triple tonic because it's very good for your level 6 and the level 3, level 9s, whatever. But the level 6 pot to snowball the game is very strong. And with that, you want to take Cosmic because a lot of time you will use, you can go Umbral, you can go Edge of Knights. All these items will get reduced from the Cosmic, and it's really good for your smites also. Now for secondary, there's actually a lot of options. Like you can go like this, you can go like Absolute Gathering. But to me, they're probably the worst. They're actually not even worth taking. They're actually terrible. To me, you should commit to the main initial reason why you're taking first strike is to econ max. So in my opinion, you should always take Sudden Impact with Treasure Hunter or even Ulti Hunter. I mean, Treasure Hunter is probably better in most cases, but you can take Ulti Hunter if you want. I think it's really bad to go Absolute Gathering because these runes don't really help you early on in the game, and the point of this build is to get item advantages on the enemy team. So you need some kind of like early game, kind of like early to mid game, kind of like strength. And these runes don't really help you. Like this rune helps you a bit early game for your clearing, but this rune is actually useless to like 20 minutes. Like the AD gives is actually irrelevant. Like not a lie, you probably wouldn't even notice it. So that's why taking precision is not bad because this spikes very early. This can give you more gold, or this you get more damage. But in my opinion, again, the best thing to do is just have some impact for the extra damage because you do get a lot of value out of it. If you look at the cooldown, it's very easy to get multiple procs off it. And two, you want to take Treasure Hunter or Ulti Hunter, depending if you want to make more money or if you think you have enough ulti haste, so you go Ulti Hunter. I think right now, I think Treasure Hunter is definitely better. I usually will take Treasure Hunter if I play First Strike because again, I'm committing to the Econ Max. I'm gonna play for item to 2 item advantages, or not advantages. I'm playing to be up 1 to 2 items on the enemy team. And then again, same thing, just double adaptive and then Spell Shard. And now the last root page. So this is the strongest root page on Kha'Zix. If you're really good at this champion, you really understand the damage, your damage throughout the game, and you don't you know how to use the movement speed. It is very OP to run this rune page. People think Kha'Zix is a champion that kind of lacks damage, but they don't understand is that the reason why they think they lack damage is probably because they don't know how to get an advantage on this champion. Advantage can be done through camp leads, it can be done getting objectives to where you gain small gold spikes through invades, and so on and so forth. Like this is how you get camp leads, playing off your tempo. And Kha'Zix as a champion actually doesn't lack damage when played well. It only lacks damage when you're behind. But no matter what rune you take, when you're behind, you're not going to do damage anyways. So that's one thing you have to understand. Like people will cope like, oh, you need a damage rune. No, you do not. If you play Kha'Zix how it's supposed to be played, and the champion is meant to be like ahead of the curve in the game, you will always be able to do damage, especially if you item as well. Like if you see them buying armor, you're not buying Last Whisper. I mean, well, no shit, you're gonna do no damage. Like let's use our like heads a little bit, you know. And with Storm Warrior Surge, it's really easy to proc. Like just Q them, pretty much procs it, and you can like actually like walk people down. Where like even if they flash, it doesn't matter. And then you want to take Nimbus Cloak with it. I don't know. I saw someone on ladder taking this. I'm like, this guy has to be like like complete idiot. Actually, like I actually don't understand like why. Like I don't know, just stupid people. But yeah, don't take this. It's not good. And yeah, don't take Mouthful. You want to take Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm with this. You want AD because again, remember you have a rune that is lacking in damage, like just like how I said earlier. But when you take this later on, this is like kind of insurance later on. You just have more damage and more AD later on in the game, which is very nice because like honestly, running Transcendence and like War Walking is kind of useless. Like you don't like the value you get from this to me is like, well, it's kind of low. You don't really need it. Like to me, Absolute Focus is just the Gathering is just a really good combo with this build. The other runes, like taking Absolute Gathering is like not as necessary because like you're taking a full damage rune, so you rather have like a rune that like helps you like either farm or like fight more. Like these runes, like don't really do that, like, you know, like other runes do. And with that, there's two ways you can, two setups you can do. Oh, well, there's three, but every setup has like their own specific use. So when you take Precision Tree, the reason why you take it is because you want to go W evolve second. It's the only reason. You will go QW, RW, well, you should never go RW with the setup, but you should go QW with the setup every time. And you will take Legend Haste with Cut Down. So you have max amount of like haste for your W. I'll tell you the Domination is the best secondary to take with this, but I'll do it last. Inspiration, you just go Magic Forward Cosmic. It is just simple, very consistent. You don't need to buy boots, you just prioritize your damage items. Simple as that. To me, the best secondary to take with this rune page for solo queue is Sudden Impact with Ulti Hunter to have the most ultimate value. Because most of the time when I play this, I'm playing QR Evolve. Well, this is very QR Evolve focused. This is the most flexible, you can go either Evolve, but this one's very R Evolve second focused. You go Q into R always. And this one is W Evolve focused. So I like taking this because I like having my ultimate on lower cooldown so I can play more. The sooner I have ults, the more I have ultimates, the more I can play. You can take Chosen Runner too if you want, but I was taking this at first actually, but then I swapped to here. Because I wanted to hit my item specs and I realized like for solo queue right now, I'd rather have my ultimate up a lot more. It's just way too OP. And then with that, you take WD and the preference, you know, do whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah, let's get into items. Okay. One thing, I'm gonna put the item set code below to where like you can oh, you see how you can like, okay, wait, how do I do this again? So you can click this. Or no, import item set. Oh yeah, you can import an item set. I'll put it in the comments, the pinned comments, or like on the Discord, I'll make a channel to where I have all the champion item specific sets on a file, so you can just like copy paste it, you know. Um, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So there's how many good builds? Let's do Bruiser first, and then I'll go into Lethality because it's like honestly, there's only like really like 2 Bruiser builds you should ever do on this champion. Okay, so when you take Conqueror, usually you're gonna go Bruiser. There's 2 ways to build Bruiser. You either go Profane first item, or you go Eclipse first item. There's no other item you should go. You go Eclipse so you can fight more and just skirmish more. Okay, simple as that. You go Profane if you want to prioritize having like early clear, and also it's a very good damage item. It's very cheap, and then yeah, you just play the game. And then with that, you're usually always gonna buy Cleaver. You can also go Shojin. You can decide between either or. And I'm gonna give you the variations for it, okay? So you can buy both too if you want, but usually when you buy Shojin when you already have Cleaver, it's usually like 5th or 6th item. Like you will prioritize other items. So I'll do the Cleaver variant first. So once you buy the Cleaver, let's say you're Profane Cleaver, Eclipse Cleaver, and so on and so forth. You, what the? What? Dude, be on top of the ladder. The front, dude, that is so funny actually. Whoever, like, I don't even know. That is hilarious. Um, yeah, with profane or eclipse into cleaver, you want to go DD, endless hunger. Well, this is the combos. And in terms of your boots, you usually want to prioritize defensive boots always. You can buy these right now, but they're gonna get nerfed next patch, so they're not worth buying anymore after this patch. But you can still buy it for like a week or so. At the time this video was released. You can also go CD boots if you want to, if you're very comfortable with it. For boot choices, and then you know later on in the game you can buy Shojin. Also, you should always think about Randuins. Randuins or Frozen Heart are very good items that you can buy on Kha'Zix. If they have very heavy 80 damage, heavy auto attack with heavy crit champions, you should think about buying Randuins or Frozen Heart sometime in your build, you know? These are all flexible items that you can buy with Cleaver. And now with the Shojin, this is a bit different because you're gonna build in the way where you're gonna have more damage in this build, but you're gonna be less tankier. The reason why is because you're able to build the Grudge now when they set up. And then again, you just buy your the stance and the hunger and so on and so forth. That's basically how you build Bruiser. There's no, I mean, that's not overcomplicated now. Like it's just how you build. Oh, I guess I need. Oh yeah, I'm making item sets, right? So, um, yeah, let's do it like this. I guess we should just make 2 item sets, right? Or no, no. Let's just okay. Maybe we should actually like yeah. Bruiser core. So this is like the core. You get either buy one of these and boom, and then this is one, and this is two. Actually, maybe we just put it all in the same thing. You know what? Just put it all in the same spot because Bruiser as itself is like very simple to build. Um, okay, well, that's pretty much it for that one. Ooh, okay. Let's see, let's think. Okay, so now for lethality. Yeah, where did it go? Yeah. So for lethality, there's multiple core items that are good. Okay, you can go. Well, Yuma is actually pretty weak this season, but Umbral is a very good item you can buy. Profane is another good item you can buy, first item. And there's one more. There is one more good item. I mean, I guess it's Yumu's. I mean, Hubris is not really worth buying anymore unless you have like 4 or 5 kills early game, in my opinion. Let's just put Yumu's for now. So, to me, on Kha'Zix, all 3 of these items are really strong first items, especially in specific spots, but Profane and Umbra are the most consistent. The reason why is because they're most consistent is because, you know, one is very simple, play in slow game, or you can even play fast-paced game and just clear wards and have good damage. This is the best clearing item you can have. It allows you to just build tempo and be able to just keep going more and more, farming more and more. And then this is the best controlling map tempo item because you can be at a area faster than everyone else, and then you can play for picks. That is the idea behind all 3 items. I don't build Yumas that much anymore, but it's still a good item in games where you're giga snowballing. It is better to buy Umbral Glaive and Profane Hydra nowadays because honestly, with this new setup going Storm Raider Surge, you're just stacking haste to where like you're just gonna start running around with ult and like nuking people. But yeah, usually you want to go one of these 3 as your core items. And now with your second item choices, you can buy Profane and Umbral together, but in current day League of Legends, Voltaic is just too OP as an item. Yeah, so 2 plus items. You want to buy Voltaic. Every single game second item. Whichever one you go first, you will buy Voltaic. Umbral Voltaic is one of the most disgusting combos on Kha'Zix right now. This item already has a shit ton of damage on its own. And then paired with Voltaic, you actually do a legal amount of damage. It is also fine Profane, but that's because Profane, you farm a lot and you will just have a shit ton of gold on the enemy team basically. So it's really good to buy Voltaic second because of the amount of damage it does. It is just too efficient like of an item. Like this item is not fair. It's really not fair. Like I don't know why they made this item like this. Like it's not balanced. And after you buy this, now you have to think about how ahead you are. If you are extremely ahead, you are up a shit ton of kills, you're up like you're 5-0, 6-0, you're like completely stopped the enemy team, that is the only time, you listen to me, the only time you should ever buy Edge Knight. I don't care how good it is into the enemy team, but if you're behind, you should never buy this item because you will do negative damage. You guys know the saying, when you are ahead, it's better to buy defensive items, and when you're behind, it's better to buy damage items because even if you buy defense items to not die, you're not gonna be able to kill him. You won't be able to come back. Like, well, whatever. Blah blah blah. Like, this item is only meant to be built third when you are ahead. You are stomping an enemy team. Otherwise, never build this item. I've seen people buy this item so much third when they're even or behind, and baffles me. It baffles me, actually, when I see people build this item. Okay? Bastion Breaker, never buy this item on Kha'Zix, unless it's like 5th or 6th item. This item is not even worth buying. It is too expensive for, like, 3,200 gold for, okay, it doesn't actually tell a number. It's just not even good as an item. It's actually useless. Um, if they have a lot of shields, you go Serpents. Where's Grudge? Where's my boy Grudge? Okay. You usually will go Grudge third a lot of the time. Yo, low-key, we need another item set. Situational items with lethality. They have shields, and yeah, okay, let's go back to the core. So you want to buy Grudge. You can go Lord Dominic's Immortal if you prefer that more into team. Let's say they have a shit ton of HP stackers. You probably should go LDR. If you have heal cuts, a lot of heal cutting or a lot of healing champions, you can buy Mortal over Grudge. But usually you want to buy Grudge because I mean the haste is very nice, right? Obviously. And this is like your 3 core. So usually your 3 core will look like, Umbral, Voltaic, Grudge. Profane, Voltaic, Grudge. Simple. Bam. Now, in situational wise, you can buy Edge Knights, you can buy Serpents. Other items that are also good in specific spots are Endless Hunger, which you can also buy third too if you want. But usually I like building it like after my Grudge, unless I'm like again, like if you're extremely ahead and you don't need like the extra damage, you can go Endless Hunger third too if you want. That's really good. So like you should view Endless Hunger and Edge Knight kind of similar in a way, but this item gives way more damage value because you get haste and you get a shit ton more AD. The lethality on this item is honestly it's not the reason why you buy it. You buy this item because of the spell shield and the HP. That's why you buy it. But yeah, this is a very good item you can buy third if you want. But usually you can buy Raptor Grudge. Like just decide in the game. It can't be that difficult. And another item that is also very good in specific spots is just buying DD raw after your third item, or even like second item if you're extremely ahead. But usually it's way better third. If you have, I mean, if you're ahead, this item is just very strong if you're able to get to it. Pretty much. Another good item is very underrated to buy randomly on Lethality Kha'Zix later on to the game is Shojin. After you get your 3 core, so when you buy your 3 core, so let's say your Profane, Voltaic, Grudge, Umbral, Voltaic, Grudge. This is pretty much all the damage you will really need in a game. So sometimes in some games, you can just straight up go DD Maul, you can go DD and the Songer, you can go Shojin DD, and just be very tanky, very hard to kill, but you can kill them. Okay? That's pretty much how it works. In terms of Bastion Breaker, again, I'm gonna say it one last time. You only build this item, like legit last item, and it's because you're trying to break turrets. Everyone thought this item was to be built because, like, oh, if I get a pick on side, I go hit the tower. Well, yeah, I mean, it's true, but, like, it's not how you're really gonna play, like, Kha'Zix in general. If you're, like, a Zed or something, like, okay, I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty good. But you're a jungler. Like, it's not how you should think. This item is actually, the main use of this item is to break towers. It's not about money. It's to progress the game to be able to end the game eventually. Because the reason, the parts where people struggle the most as an assassin player is ending the game. This item will help you end the game. It's not about making money. It's about ending the game. GA is a very good item to buy. I mean, last item, like 6th item. Never buy this item. Never buy Kenpunk Chainsword. If it's a heal cut game, you will buy Mortal Reminder. Never buy Kenpunk. This is the worst item you can buy. Never buy this item. Thank you. Am I missing anything? Like, I actually need to, like, check, like, okay. Also, Stacks is good sometimes when you play Bruiser, actually. I forgot to add that. But, yeah. I think there's like nothing really I'm missing, am I? Like, there's just no way. Like, Lethality builds are actually like very, like, oh, they killed opportunity, man. Like, bring back opportunity. Anyone missed the item? Because I missed the item. Like, seriously. I guess like sometimes you can build more situationally. And yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. That's actually everything. So yeah, with Lethality, you usually want to be Dark Harvest, Electrocute, Stormer Surge, or First Strike. Any of those are good. With Bruiser, you always want to be Conqueror. That's pretty much it. In terms of evolves, the best evolves to go on this champion is QR or QW. You guys can check out the evolve guide on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is go on your YouTube search bar and search up Kaido Kha'Zix evolves, and you will get a really in-depth evolve I guess like session. Help you learn why you go what evolve. You can also check out the Kha'Zix guides and check out the evolve sections too if you really want. By the way, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys need this on like other champions, let me know. And have a great day. And yeah, I hope you guys have success in your climbs. Bye.